You mentioned before that James Rolfe. Uh, you know, it goes without saying that I enjoy being TehJew22 because it's more or less an extension of the real me, and I haven't really showed much of the real me aside from videos like for example TehJew22's neighborhood, like when I showed off Chipotle among other things.
Uh,
That's more or less a little glimpse into my life, but it's one of those things where you have to balance how much of your life do you really want to reveal. Like, part of it is really personal and you don't really want to reveal too much, but at the same time, you want people to know what goes through the mind of the guy behind the character of TehJew22. Same thing with TruWho82, same thing with like all the great Let's Players that have come and gone and are still here.
and an extension on that, it goes beyond that. It could be even like actors. It could be just characters in general, like, or even writers. I mean, they have to put their soul into a character to breathe life into it. But how much of themselves do they want to put in? How much emotional investment do they want in that?
Exactly. I mean, it kind of works the same way with my wrestling videos, like, especially when I'm on them. Like, it's one thing to commentate a match, like, just for example, it's one thing to commentate a match, it's another thing to actually be in the match and, like, say I'm getting beat up and I actually have to, portray the fact that I'm actually getting beat up, and also when I beat up people, that I have to make it sound as if I really want to tear that person apart. And that's just one example, um, but yeah, it is true that, well, not no pun intended. I mean,
Hmm.
when I say true, I mean with an e at the end. But
Oh,
it is true that you put as much into the character as you possibly can without revealing too much, because if you reveal too much, it's like, I'm gonna watch somebody else's videos. Goodbye.
sometimes it could be the opposite way around. They want, if you put too much into it, they'll want more, and soon they'll know like everything about you, and it's just a bit too much, and you need some space. You have the real world, and you have your virtual world. Maybe not like a world, but a community, and you need to know who to trust and who to not trust, you know?
Yes, exactly. And uh, we've been like, when I say we, I meant like not just me and you, but all our friends and anybody who knows us and who we know. They know that it's not so much different worlds as it is different sides of us. Like, there's the real me, and the real me is one that doesn't take himself too seriously, but can be serious, just like you, True. I can be serious if I need to be,
Yeah.
but at the same time, there's the me that's TehJew22, and I'm the guy that loves to have fun. I'm the guy that enjoys doing what I'm doing, and I love you guys, and I'm happy that you love me, and also that you love guys like True uh, for what they do. That rhymed.
Huh.
But yeah, and plus, as far as the fans are concerned, and I'm pretty sure you'll agree with me on this, without the fans, we would it wouldn't mean much, really.
Yeah. Uh, Going back to what you said before, besides putting yourself into a character, you also need to take from the people that support you. You know, and another connection to James Rolfe, he actually, in his videos, without the nerd, he has videos with people who support him, but they're actually in some of his nerd videos too, so it just goes to show that the people who help you can sometimes actually also be a big influence on you.
Yes, exactly. Like, okay, let me just set up here. Well, I will say this. Some of my biggest influences include the likes of Slim Kirby. I'm pretty sure you know who Slim Kirby is.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no doubt that he is a legend at what he does, and he was one of the first Let's Players that I watched, and it just snowballed from there because if it wasn't for Slim Kirby, I would not even be in the Let's Play business because I would there wouldn't have been a point to it really to be on YouTube. But that's but he's the guy that made it possible for me to even be in the Let's Play business because he inspired me to do it.
Yeah.
Like like I don't know who inspired you to be a fan of Godzilla, or I don't know if it was just the movies themselves, or better yet, how did you get into Godzilla, by the way?
Um,
Or is that too personal?
that's not too personal.
Okay.
Like, nah, it's not much that I could put into my character. It's just an experience that happened to me that got me into something. It's not like any death was involved or anything. It was just, I saw the original American version, the 1998 version, and believe it or not, as a kid, I liked it. I actually liked it. And then I got Netflix, and so I'm all, oh, Godzilla movie. I didn't know they made a sequel. I watched it, and I'm all, whoa, this is not Godzilla. This is better than Godzilla. But I figured out it was just the Japanese version. And to this day, I really, really, really do not regret any watchings of the Godzilla movies. It's just a fun experience and all that, you know.
Well, I suppose it's likened to a child watching his first movie, and I might as well use myself as an example,
Yeah.
such as when I was a little kid, or should I say, when I was just a small little toad. Uh, the first animated movie that I ever watched, to my knowledge, was Bambi.
Hmm.
Yes, Bambi. And I remember I used to play outside in the backyard, and I would pretend to be Bambi. I mean, sure, I would stand on my two legs, but I would just pretend to be Bambi, and I had a stuffed toy rabbit, and I had him named Thumper, you know, because that was the rabbit's name.
Yeah.
But and then there were other films, but that was the first one that stuck good to me, really, or stuck with me, I should say. Excuse me.
Yeah. It's
Let's
all
see.
good.
What else? What else could I talk about?